Yes, children. In the previous video, I have already told you about oxides and hydroxides. Oxides, especially, I told you that they form normal oxide, peroxide, and superoxide. Okay, we have discussed about that. Now remember that the stability of peroxides and superoxides increase down the group. Okay, this you have to remember. Okay, now why? It is due to the stabilization of large cations through lattice energy effects. Okay, that is why they are forming superoxides and peroxides. And normal oxide, if it is dissolved in water, it will give you NaOH. All these are normal oxides. This is peroxide of sodium, peroxide of potassium, then superoxide of potassium. Now all of them, you see, they are all giving their corresponding bases. And if it is potassium peroxide, it is giving you hydrogen peroxide as a byproduct. And if it is superoxide, then it is giving you oxygen also as a byproduct. Okay. Anyway, you just need to know that they form what kind of oxide, whether it is normal or peroxide or superoxide. Now, main thing that you have to remember here is the oxides and peroxides, they are colorless, but superoxides are yellow or orange colored. Why? Because the superoxides, they have unpaired electrons, and whenever there is any unpaired electron is there, then there is possibility of excitation of that electron to a higher level, coming back to its normal level. That time it will release energy which will fall in the visible region of spectrum and it will appear colored. Now when you say it is paramagnetic, that means there is unpaired electron. So superoxides are paramagnetic because of the presence of unpaired electron. Okay, and sodium peroxide is widely used as an oxidizing agent in inorganic chemistry. Peroxides are generally good oxidizing agents, right? Okay, now when you consider hydroxides, the alkali metal hydroxides, they are the strongest of all bases. Sodium hydroxide is called as an alkali, is it not? Alkali means what? It's a very strong base and it is a soluble base. And they dissolve freely in water with evolution of much heat, right? And the basic thing that you need to know is basic character of oxides and hydroxides increases down the group due to increase in metallic character. Number 2, solubility of hydroxides in water increases down the group. Okay, basic character of oxides and hydroxides will also increase down the group. Solubility of hydroxides in water will also increase down the group. Why? Hydroxides ki basic character, why does it increase down the group? See, any base, what is it? If it gives OH minus in solution, then it is called as a base. Now when you consider this MOH bond, when you go down the group, the size of M is increasing and the bond length will increase, bond strength will decrease. So OH minus will be released easily in the solution, and that is why basic character of hydroxides is increasing. Is that clear? MOH bond strength decreases with increase in size of M. Is that clear? So you need to remember this. Basic character of oxides and hydroxides increases down the group. Okay, and solubility of hydroxides also will increase down the group. Okay, now let us go to halides. Now in the case of halides, alkali metals, halides, they are all high melting, colorless crystalline solids. You know about NaCl, KCl, this you know it, right? Now they can be prepared by the reaction of oxide or hydroxide or carbonate with aqueous HCl, right? They can be prepared by the reaction of oxide, hydroxide or carbonate with aqueous HCl. Say for example, if you are having say Na2O, now this can be treated with HCl and you will get the corresponding sodium chloride plus water. So this is what he is telling. You can prepare it from hydroxide also. NaOH plus HCl will also give you NaCl. Same way Na2CO3 plus HCl will also give you NaCl plus water plus CO2. Okay, this you have studied in 10th class also, so you know it. Okay, now let us see further. Since I am not having time to write, I am forced to use this. Okay, now remember one thing, all these halides, they have high